discrimination involved in the way that certain things are handled? The adjuster looks and says, I don't think this homeowner is going to advocate for themselves.
We have you on video. You've already caused one damage shingle, so let's agree and let's do this shingle the way it needs to be done. Direct me, tell me what you want me to do, please.
That policy did have a married couple of men.
Hey, how's it going? It's Tim Brown, and this is the Hook Better Leads podcast, and today I have Raymond Little Jr. Did I say that right?
No, Raymond Little. Yeah, either one.
Not Junior?
Nah.
Maybe I just thought because of the little.
Yeah, well.
For some reason I added the Junior.
yeah, my dad's name's Ray Little, so you weren't far.
Okay.
That might be it or something, I don't know.
So I want to talk about the infamous video that you created that day. Can you give us a little bit of a run-up to what happened before that video?
Yeah.
What happened during and what happened after?
Yeah. So basically, we were called out there. So we had got that that roof actually from another contractor that had kind of they stonewalled them. So that was I went out there and I performed a video of the attempted repair. Sent that in. That was good enough to warrant for Jeff that everybody met online on that video to come out and watch me attempt the repair. Yeah, Jeff.
How do you feel towards Jeff right now?
I'm no hard feelings towards Jeff at all.
I'm not a roofing expert. I don't know how to do any roofing. That's your guys' job. But I'm looking at that. What you're doing is simulating damage to the shingle.
Me?
Whenever you pull the shingle back further than it needs to, that's creating damage.
That point?
No, I'm not saying, right, but when you pull this one up.
Yeah, you have to pull this one up to see which three it is.
Okay, I'm saying, but you don't need to crease it.
When did I crease it?
When you pull up the side of the...
Where is it creased?
Where is it creased?
It's not creased now, and that's what I'm saying. That
let's go to a different one then. You think this is repairable?
Yes. Wholeheartedly.
You got that bit on video?
Yeah.
Show us how to do it.
I'm not a roofing expert. I don't do any.
No, but you're making a coverage decision, so you are an expert.
No, I'm an expert on the policy. And what the policy pays for is accidental direct physical loss of the roof to the damage.
So this shingle we agree is wind damage, right?
Correct.
All right, so what's the proper way to repair it?
To get the nail out.
Okay. To get the nail out where?
You have to use a little finesse. You can't tear back the shingles.
Can you direct me?
No.
What do you mean?
We're not going to tell you how to do repairs. That's your job.
What?
We are here.
That day you weren't feeling them.
Yeah, that day I felt like, and it was more like this for Jeff. I build, we do about 2,000 squares a week. We're doing 40 million this year. So at the end of the day, that 30 square really wasn't going to change my lifestyle. But I feel like
it's the principle of it.
It was the principle of it on that one, yes, absolutely. Now, if it had been 100 squares, something like that, I might have been upset with Jeff. But I was more inclined to the Jeff that was on the ground because the homeowner's named Jeff too. But I feel like he really got a bad, that was a bad situation on that roof. I don't feel like that was a fair adjuster meeting. I don't feel like that was a fair decision that was made.
Now, reading through the comments and stuff like that, there was all different opinions. Some people said that you didn't do what you should have done. You were a little too confrontational.
Yeah, you are telling me how to do repairs because of the emails.
No, I'm saying that what you were doing was bending the shingle.
I have to see where the nail's at, correct?
Yes, no, I'm not saying that you don't have to, but you don't have to bend the shingle.
Where did I bend the shingle?
I'm not going to get up on the roof, but I'm going to jump in. You're telling me how not to do it.
But he can't show me how to do it.
You should be willing and able to show him how to do it.
Oh, this is going straight to an attorney, so it doesn't matter.
I'm saying you don't need to bend the shingle.
Okay, well,
it can be lifted.
Okay, can be lifted where? Show me. Now, so what do I need to do? So this is sealed.
Right up here.
So I didn't do that right there?
You're bending the corner.
You just bent that one back just as far, if not further than him.
Yeah, you bent that one back farther than I bent that one back, sir.
And
when you bent this one back, you created damage yourself.
It's repairable.
It's repairable?
Yes.
You did that. You didn't do that?
No.
He didn't do that? Wow. All right, look. So here, let's start over. So look. All right. Now I don't want to mess this up. So I'm peeking up on there for the nail, right? So do you agree the nail's right here?
I can't see the nails.
Do you want to look at it?
No. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys how to do the job.
Oh, I'm trying to.
I'm here to
this roof's not. But you just told me so you're agreeing this roof's repairable. Have you did a BT on it?
What's a BT?
You don't know what a BT is?
No.
A brittle test?
We don't do brittle tests.
Is that what you did right here and damage this shingle?
No. I'm here to look at the pliability of the shingle.
Okay, is this the correct way to remove a shingle? No, I'm asking you. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. The nail's right here.
I'm not a roofer. I'm here to
But
look at the
you can tell me
pliability of the
how
shingle.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm a roofer, so I'm gonna do it. If you don't know how to do it, how can you make a coverage decision?
I'm here to look at the pliability of the shingle. The
All right.
repair.
How is that nail? Okay. All right. We're past that. So you agree the nail's up right now, right?
Yes.
Now, how do I want to get this nail out? I'm just asking you. I'm not being smart ass. I'm being dead ass serious. I'm just trying to show that. So how would you get this nail out?
I'm not here to tell you how to do your job.
Okay.
I'm just here to look at the pliability of the
Is
shingles.
that the right way?
I'm here. Yes.
How do you find this nail? Is that the correct way? Is that the correct way? Can I lift it up? Because here's the nail. Right?
It rips.
All right, rip. So.
Yeah. If you're going aggressive like that, it will.
Aggressive?
Yeah.
Sir, are you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean you get the nail out? How are you talking? What do you mean? That's how you have to get the nail out.
No, I'm just saying
I'm not
there has
lifting
to
the
be a
shingle.
willingness there to actually complete the repair, and I don't see that.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Then show us how you do it.
Again, I'm not a roofer. So
All right, let's do this one. Okay, let's do this one.
No, I've seen what I need.
Wow.
To do. Yes, sir.
Y'all need to come down here or else I don't know what's going to happen, right? This is totally unacceptable.
Holy
Whoa, wait.
You lifted it up further than we
Why are you
did.
going so far?
Why are you going so far?
All right, guys. I'm here to
Okay,
evaluate
well
the
let's do
shingles.
another one that we both agree on then.
I've already seen
It's
you
failed.
too.
It's failed. It's failed. You did this. Hold on. You did this, Jeff.
I've seen what I needed to see.
Yeah, you did that. You won't let me repair this one. I had you show me the gentle way you take a nail out of a roof.
Again,
You don't know how?
I'm not here. I'm not a roofer.
People were talking about in that video, in the video comments, people were talking about how it's not Jeff's fault. There's an underlying corporation here.
Right.
Or a overarching
Right.
corporation.
Absolutely. We all know what it is. Yeah.
Defining what people are supposed to be doing, or a branch.
Right. Exactly.
A branch
right.
is defining what this person is supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I think it's more of a, and that's why I asked Jeff towards the end of the video. You'll see, I said, Jeff, is it you or management? And I was, straightforward with him about that because I do understand
How
that.
far do you think it goes up the chain?
I mean, it's all the way to the top on that situation. Now,
What do you think the conversation looks like in the boardroom of State Farm?
So
or
I
any
do
one
know,
of these?
I know what it looks like because I've been told, and I know people at State Farm, especially after that video. It is push every claim to appraisal. So that's their new business model. It will be pushed to appraisal. I mean, that's what we've heard from all the staff adjusters.
And I'll see if I can dig this up and overlay this over the video, but I've definitely seen evidence of text message threads. I don't know if you've seen these of essentially like branch managers or different people talking to people and saying like, this is what our policy is.
Right.
We're trying to slow everything down.
That's it.
And they're trying to increase profits.
Right.
Right. And they're trying to basically not pay a homeowner. So the question really is, for those of you who are watching or those that found this to be frustrating, the way that Raymond handled it.
Right.
The question is, how do you hold insurance companies accountable? Because I don't think anyone would argue that has ever seen any of this stuff.
Right.
That there's not something to hold accountable, that there's not something going on that needs a check and balance. So what is the appropriate way to do it?
It's just like this. Like when if you hire somebody to help you get in shape, it's accountability. So the roofer, essentially, our business model is just holding the insurance companies accountable. That is to repairability, also to locating damage that where you're not going to walk, like you're not going to get on the roof. With most of the people, especially in Georgia and Nashville, the roofs are super steep, they're super tall. We as roofers, we don't get paid until we put the roof on. So all we're going to bat for you, kind of like a lawyer or paralegal or something on the roof to hold your insurance company accountable.
I'm not.
And you don't know how, but you can make a coverage decision on Jeff's policy.
I'm an
Is that
expert
what you're
on
saying?
his policy. Correct.
You're an expert on his policy, but not repairability.
Correct.
Well, but hey, send that to the lawyer.
For the record, Ray, how many years have you been in this business?
12 years.
So I think this company knows what they're doing.
Okay.
You are unwilling to show them what to do.
What's acceptable to do the repair? That's all I'm asking you, sir.
I'm not a roofer.
This is a State Farm roof snake. This is what you require.
That's not a State Farm roof snake.
Yes, it is.
That is a roof snake.
Yes, it 100% is.
Is it branded State Farm?
It's what they told me. Yes, it's exactly what they told us on many repairs to use.
Okay.
So show us what you want.
Mr. Bush, yeah.
He's heard the whole conversation. Yeah, well, this is
on a policy you've been paid in for years and years and years. Your expertise, I tell homeowners all the time, hey, this one's a car mechanic, this one's a software guy or whatever. I go to them when I need their expertise, right? And I don't question anything they have to say. And it's the same thing when you're working with a good roofing company is we're just there to hold the third-party insurance company accountable on the roof to get you the funds that you've paid into a policy, because that's essentially all you've did for years and years and years. You have paid into a policy to provide insurance on your home for a data loss. That's a act of God. So,
do you ever think that there's elements of, how do you say, discrimination involved in the way that certain things are handled? Do you ever think that there's something where the adjuster looks and says, I don't think this homeowner is going to advocate for themselves. I'm going to go ahead and make this one take longer.
Yeah, I think that one definitely got tainted on the first go around, and like I told Tim off the camera, that policy did have a married couple of men, same-sex marriage. And I do think that one was tainted, aggravated, something's going on with that. The homeowner, Jeff, they're both named Jeff the adjuster, Jeff the homeowner. He's been with them 51 years, first claim ever on his home insurance. I mean, something else is going on, like you said. It's either up top where they're saying, hey, don't buy anything, or Jeff got a bad rap because I think due to his, life choices or whatnot. There's definitely something going on that one where that's extreme pushback.
Do you think that there's a chance that there's that the adjuster saw the person's orientation and said, I don't want to give them the same business deal?
I think that is the case. And
show me right here where the homeowner can see. Come on, Jeff. Watch on this one. There's a wind damage shingle here. Let's do this together. All honesty, give him a fair adjustment, sir.
I've already seen.
Look,
I don't want to cause any more damage.
You already caused damage to one shingle.
If it's repairable, why would it cause more damage?
Damage to shingle. We have you on video. You've already caused one damage to shingle. So let's agree and let's do this shingle the way it needs to be done. Direct me. Tell me what you want me to do, please, sir.
I've already seen
this man has over 100 wind crease shingles on his roof, and you're saying it's repairable. It has graining all. It's not repairable. Now I'm asking you right now to show me the right way to do the shingle. Direct to me, not by physically doing it. Tell me the way State Farm wants me to do it.
We already did that up there.
You damaged one shingle and you said I damaged one shingle. So we're 1 for 1. Let's do it on this one.
I would like him to do it.
Yeah, he wants. Yeah, exactly right.
And you can do that on your own accord.
No.
I've seen what I need to see.
You damaged the shingle, so we're going to send that in.
Okay, if you feel that
ready?
way, then that's fine. But again,
Are you ready?
I've seen what I need to see.
Are you ready, Jeff? Look.
I'm ready.
Okay. So to get this nail, look, there's a nail right here, Jeff. There's a nail. How do you get that out with?
If you go online and search that same insurance provider, and you search them, there's also thousands of discrimination lawsuits right now.
Really? Against that guy?
Against that carrier.
Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, a carrier, yes. I was like, dude, this guy's been around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So any other ways, like for those of, you saw all the comments, a lot of people were on your side. There was there was one of every 5 that was like, I don't like the way this guy handled it.
Yeah.
What do you think they're suggesting as a way to keep an insurance company accountable, or are they saying, I think insurance companies are just doing the right thing?
I think up till, like I said, old man roofing's gone.
Do you have a neighborhood where you want to get more work? You know, where those ballers live, where you did that huge job last month. What we can do is get you on our map tool. You can draw a shape and send direct mail with no minimum order to any neighborhood in your area. Connect with our team today and let's get your direct mail automated for your business. Dope marketing. We make direct mail simple.
Are gone. they are trying to sell you a policy. They're not. Their business is making money, not paying it out. And I think, you know, I'm 45 years old, but you know, the 55 and over is the people that are proud. I haven't had insurance. I haven't had a claim in, you know, 32 years, and say, well, you know, good for you. You know, I kind of feel bad for you because you've been paying in for a policy the whole time, and you probably paid for 2 roofs that had hail or wind damage on them.
What if somebody just says, take it to the lawyers, like this is not, you know, like don't handle this on a roof? Is that a valid?
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're walking a roof, you know what I mean. Like you signed up for this. You know,
yeah.
They set the appointment to meet me to talk about the repairability. So that's what people don't realize. I didn't just jump up on the roof with Jeff up on it. This was a set appointment to talk about repairability. I've already sent in 1 repairability video. It failed. We went up the roof. So when we got on the roof, Jeff walked straight up the roof, picked up a shingle, broke the corner off of it. And I was like, well, we're done here. It's not repairable. You broke the shingle. And he goes, oh, no, that one doesn't count. I said, no, that one counts. And that's when we started recording. So that's the part of the video that nobody sees. I'm there representing a single homeowner, and Jeff is there representing $1 billion corporation.
Yeah. So. Can you watch the knee on that? Just because that thing's super it's like a little topsy. All right, let me see what I got next. So what is the difference between confrontation and accountability? Or are they really the same thing to you?
I think they're the same thing for me. When you're dealing with somebody that's being that in his mind, there's no, like, you can't show me how to do it, but you can tell me it's wrong. I think, you know, gaslighting, I think, was the biggest thing there. And I still didn't call Jeff out of his name or anything. I just said, yes, sir, no, sir, sir, you know, showing him as much respect as I can. But he definitely... Legend, everyone. He definitely was, you know, I can't show you how. That's not my job. You know what I mean? Yes. I mean, you can
and it's just you had more... It's hard to gaslight somebody when there's like a couple other people around and they're all watching, and then you have documentation.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, knows the answer, and we all know that. I mean, everybody in the roofing industry that outside of roofing knows that it was not a repairable roof. And
I'll just give my perspective on this. I saw a lot of people that never look at anybody on a roof, that never hear about roofing in any way, shape, or form, that don't understand that, you know, insurance companies generally seem to have a bend in the direction of kind of being difficult for the sake of being difficult for their bottom line. Right. And they saw that in a very specific, acute way that they wouldn't have seen without your video. Right. So sometimes it's like it might have been a little imperfect. Right. It was raw. You were frustrated. Yeah, I was super frustrated with that situation. But all these people saw that, and like, no offense, that's more getting done than all the organizations I've seen fighting this. Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like, if your roof's fine, and my roof is obviously fine because I'm in the roofing industry and have a brand new roof, but not paid for by insurance out of my own pocket. But yeah, I mean, you know, you imagine how Jeff on the ground, not Jeff the adjuster, imagine how he feels having to come out of pocket $28,000 after paying 51 years. And exactly. That's what, imagine his frustration. Did you show him on the second follow-up one? Yeah, like, he was on the ground. He was actually He's madder than me. He was obviously on your side, and he was frustrated. So sometimes you kind of got to, like, you know, match the homeowner's, like, intent. Right. I mean, yeah, it was super discouraging. You know, Jeff's roof was the only roof on the street that hasn't been done for storm damage, too. Huh. You got to think, he's the last one on the whole street that wasn't paid for by insurance. The last roof. So why aren't you covering this roof, State Farm? Right. I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, I love this question for you. How do you become friends with an insurance adjuster? I mean, I have plenty of friends that are insurance adjusters, staff, and independent adjusters. How'd you do it? Basically, I mean, I make their job easy as possible. I set the ladder up when we get there. You know, I'll hold the rope, or I'll go down and take the picture. People might say, hey, you know, Raymond's not that guy. Why? Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Why? Like, what is different about Raymond behind the scenes than what we've seen? I mean, our company is super professional. I mean, like I said, we're going to hit 40 million this year. You just don't pull out the camera when you're shaking hands and he's saying no. Yes. There's 2 other videos of insurance. You know, and you got to think we did right at 1,900, a little over 1,900 roofs
this year, and you've seen one video
Yeah.
from this year. So
And it's usually those
Yeah.
things that are remarkable and interesting that
Right.
rise to the top. So, but you are generally
very
friendly.
helpful. So
Yeah.
it's super dangerous. So we usually only do steep and high. So it's there's common, even me and Jeff, we weren't getting like where we were going to get physical because it's so dangerous. So there is we can agree to disagree, and it can get heated, but we're not going to be, it's so dangerous. There's no ropes, there's no nothing.
I saw a video this week of people fighting on a roof. And
Yeah, I wouldn't. We don't do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the video that those comments need to go to. This is me and Jeff just didn't agree, but
Yeah, it was
we
verbal.
agree to disagree. Yeah, it's verbal. Yeah, we don't never get into each other's space
That's for
or
the
nothing.
ground.
Yeah, that's for the ground, or that's for the lawyers. Actually, that's when it goes to the lawyers. You got a strong case on the roof. You go ahead and speak your mind, and then that is what it is. But yeah, no physical confrontations on any roofs.
All right, let's talk about FNOL, or first notice of loss. I've heard that people have discussed, like, what if with software, an insurance company, and I've had credible people talk about this, that an insurance company could come to the homeowner, send them an email that says, oh, you may have had a loss on your home. Do you think that that's possible that would happen? If it was the case, why would they do that? or do you think it's just not going to happen?
I think, USAA, I think does. I mean, hey, you need to get yours checked out. You've had there's been a loss in your zip code.
Yeah.
As far as the masses doing it, maybe if you have a premium policy or something like that, I don't see them doing blast emails to pay out billions of dollars. That just doesn't make no sense.
Yeah,
to
it doesn't
me.
make sense to me. I think that the reason they're kind of saying that is maybe because then they could control the narrative and be like, this needs to be a small repair.
Right, yeah, and which hell will never be, because that's that's total loss situation. There's not repairing any
I don't know
hell.
why but that's,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
but
the rumor.
it's the rumor. Yeah, I mean, with the software, the software is great. Hell Recon, Hell Trace. All you got a bunch of them out there. That does give you a fighting point to say there was damage once you get to that thing.
When it comes down to trying to find business in the winter, when the storm's over, when there's no fresh damage to work, we'll go back to Hail Trace. We'll track down a swath that most contractors haven't had the opportunity to go out and address yet, because they're so busy chasing the big storm. As long as we've got a date within reason, we can chase that storm, we can pick up jobs, we can pick up leads.
Notification would be like handing your account number out to 100,000 people at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know what business model that would fit for a
Yeah,
carrier.
I don't understand that
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
but,
absolutely.
Yeah, and then you get on that list if it does, though.
So I know that you have probably opinions about what other roofers are doing and stuff like that. What do you see as improvements in general that the industry can make? What are you aiming towards?
Yeah, we're pushing towards there needs to be licensing in every state. Definitely Georgia needs to be licensed. I feel like that would make it a skilled trade. I think it would pay more. I think it would cut the insurance, the loss for the insurance companies down to, a fraction. I don't know why they're not getting behind lobbying it. Also, I feel like, when you order materials, you need to have your license number to drop the materials at the job. I just think there needs to be some regulations on it. And I think that'll hold the contractor and the homeowner accountable.
It'll create a better reputation probably for
I
contractors.
think it will get the wild west out of it. Yeah.
Man, there's certain states, if that's not happening, like, we wonder why there's such weird reputations, like of roofers and stuff like that. Like, in general, in my experience, I deal with reputable roofers, and I don't get. But when I was starting, and I was starting on roofers, like, I would get somebody
Bad
wouldn't
story
pay, or and I was like, oh man, this isn't good for, no wonder I should have looked closer at their Google reviews, because I was doing their website and then I didn't look at their Google reviews.
Right.
And it's like, if somebody's going to be unethical in one area of their business, they're probably going to be unethical in other areas of their business.
And I just think that we need to get some type of state to state regulations involved in it and work. And like I said, you don't hear most roofers talk like this, but I think we need to work together with the state, the insurance commissioner and the insurance companies, and find a middle ground as far as licensing at some certain level. Right now in Georgia, you can go get a business license and just start a roofing company. You can do a $100,000 roof the day after you start your business license, tear it off, put it on, and keep rocking and rolling.
I saw you mention something in your group the other day about compensation structures for roofing companies and how certain compensation structures, the roofing company wasn't going to be around. So there's some weirdly generous ones out there, right?
So
talk to me about what's like a too good to be true scenario for a compensation structure.
Well, it's tricking the rep. So a lot of people are going, so we were 10, 50, 50. And like I said, after you hit your million for that year, the 10 comes off to the next year. So you hit your cap and you're straight partners with the company for the rest of the year. That's 2023. There's some companies out there now that they can't train people, right? And they can't build a team. There's something they're missing. They might be good people, or they might be able to do one, and they might not be able to do the other, or whatever. For some reason, they can't get their own people, so they're offering 30-70 to reps that are in the industry. They're not offering that to new people. So you see the moral compass is just out the window. But they're offering 30-70.
So they don't know how to train people, so they're doing this crazy deal.
Just buy them.
Yeah.
Just buy people to work at it where there's no culture, no nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, the people that you're buying is probably moral compass. You're just asking for, it's just an appetite. You're throwing just toxicity into a blender, and you're putting the top on it, and you're hitting the button.
Yeah.
So that's...
Any other valid compensation structures that a rep should look at and think about, or like that 10?
I like the 10-50-50, right? So you got 10 as overhead for marketing, leads, office space, the office staff, any branding. We spend about $500,000 a year on marketing. Our 10% now at this level at doing $40 million doesn't even cover our bills. I feel like we do the true 10-50-50 split.
And that's the thing. In that
we
case,
both have kind of skin
there
on
needs to be somewhat aggressive, like things like marketing. Like if you're doing 10-50-50 and they're not supporting you with some leads.
Right, if they're giving you a 10-50-50 and they're giving you a T-shirt and say, hey, go sign roofs for me, that's not a split. But like I said, there's you're getting, so let's just say a rep's coming over from another company, he's $1 million producer there. I mean, you're getting our brand, right? We did $110 million in 5 years. My guys are making anywhere from $150,000 a year to $500,000 a year with zero buy-in.
Yeah,
there's no buy-in here. You know what I mean? That you're getting our brand, your partners at 10-50-50 with the $110 million in 5-year company, a $40 million with no buy-in.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not.
What do you see? I see your reps and your team crushing it. You do a good job about championing them online. What do you think about the end of the year? Like people kind of chilling a little bit when they already got their nut. Do you ever see that and get frustrated by that?
Not really. No, we don't. I've seen a lot of.
What would you say to a company owner who has had some of, or has having some of that?
They're going. I mean, obviously, everything in the business account isn't your money. So I always say you save something for a rainy day.
No, I'm saying for like their reps are chilling a little bit.
I mean, they're 1099, man. You gotta let them chill. Don't push them.
There you go. Hey,
yeah, don't push them.
1099 versus
W2 is different. Yeah.
We've got, by the way, the next podcast that's coming up after this one is going to be with a lawyer talking about the 1099 versus.
Yeah, so they can do anything they want. So that's the attitude to have.
It's important.
Yeah,
right?
That's super important.
I'm excited to have that conversation. Tim Johnson of Jaden Johnson Smith, I think is their law firm here in Minneapolis. He's coming in for a conversation. I believe it's tomorrow, so that's exciting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I appreciate you chatting about stuff. Is there anything else you want to share on my podcast?
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, check them out, man. Beautiful facility. It's super nice, and check Tim out, man.
Awesome. And what's your .com so people can check you out?
I'm just on Facebook and perimeterroofing.com, and then my Instagram, I think is RWL or something.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. Podcast is put on by hookagency.com. Hook Agency all over social. Appreciate it. See you next time.
Bye.